Well, let's continue on that journey of deliciousness and twist again, like we did last winter. Listen, we're making Clover Classic Cinnamon Twisties and guaranteed deliciousness. We're going to be making them for you to enjoy, try out at home. And of course, Teresa Oye joins me in the kitchen to bring us this wonderful recipe. How are you?
Yes, I'm very well, thanks.
Good. Last time you and I twisted.
Ooh. It's going to be good today.
Yeah, it's going to be good today. Hopefully a lot easier. Okay, so what do we need to make these treats?
Okay, so we're going to start off with our Clover milk. This is our full cream milk.
Excellent.
My little tip is that you should warm it up.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Because usually when it comes to baking, room temperature is what we need for all the ingredients. But you're saying warm this up a little bit.
When you're working with yeast, you want that little bit of warmth just to activate it. You don't want it to be too hot. So we've got some yeast and some sugar.
Quick question while you do that. Because in some recipes we've made where yeast is involved, water has been used, warm water to activate the yeast. Now, in any given recipe, would it matter whether you used water or milk? Or does it just depend on the kind of flavor profile you're looking for?
Yeah, it does add to the flavor. And I think certainly if I'm making donuts at home, I love using milk because it just adds to the texture and the flavor. Likewise, like today we're adding an egg. Whereas, for example, if you're making a pizza dough, you wouldn't add an egg. So it's just about kind of what you're making, and all the recipes are different.
So our yeast is happy, it is alive and well and activated.
What you want to do is leave that for about 5 to 10 minutes, and when you see that it's foaming, you know that it's activated and it's ready to go.
So it is not yet activated.
So it's starting to bubble.
Okay.
Yes, it's happy. So in the bowl we've got some flour and some salt.
Yes.
So we're going to add our yeast mixture to that.
Okay.
And then we're also going to add an egg.
Who do you think was the first person to ever figure out that in order to make yeast work, you have to give it some warm cuddles first before it works?
Very clever scientist, or I don't know. We're very grateful for that.
And the world is like, oh my goodness, our bread is rising!
Never the same again.
We've got rising bread.
So mix that all together. I'm going to add a bit more liquid.
Good.
And just, bring that together into a nice soft dough.
Yeah.
And then, of course, with yeast doughs, you've got to put in a bit of elbow grease and knead it for 10, 15 minutes.
And then also allow it to prove,
That's right, yes.
Rise and double in size.
Leave it in a warm place. Yes, you've done this before.
Yeah, I'm actually learning. I'm starting to remember some of the stuff that we're learning in the kitchen. It's not...
That's good, that's good. Yes, so leave it in a warm place. If it's very, very cold, what I like to do is I turn the oven on to about 50 degrees, turn it off, and then I put the dough in there, and it creates a nice warm environment for the dough to rise.
Wonderful. Okay,
yes,
so once you've worked it around, that's what you have.
Let it rise, you end up with this. So we're going to use this to make our twisties now.
Yes.
And I'm going to recruit you as well again.
Oh, here we go, twisting again.
You can do it.
So we're going to just get one.
So roll it into little lugs.
Okay.
It's not too sticky, actually. And we're not plaiting today, we're just twisting. So.
Okay, how big must your log be? Okay,
a little bit smaller than that.
Okay, a bit smaller. Okay. Maybe I can make 2 logs out of this one. Okay.
So I'm actually going to make mine a bit shorter.
I never had home economics at home. Oh my gosh.
And what you're going to do once you've got your little logs is you pinch them together. And then you just twist them around each other.
Okay. Oh, okay. See, this is a far easier twisting technique than the last time.
Better than last time, hey?
You can SMS the keyword Clover to 33728 to receive the recipe and the link with the ingredients so that you can make these wonderful Clover Cinnamon Twisties that we're making. Of course, Clover Classic is known for being that taste that takes you back. It's creamy, it's smooth, it's delicious, a rich source of vitamins A, B2, and D as well. Okay, so I feel like I'm about to make the most epic twisty ever. It's taken me a while to roll these, but now that I have...
Extra love has gone into it.
So look at that. So you're going to
pinch it together.
Pinch it.
And then you just twist them around
each other. You just allow them to do their thing.
Yeah.
It's like a piece of art. You could totally paint this. Right?
There we go. Yay! Good work. Right, so then what you want to do is pop them on a tray and you leave them again to rise, but we're obviously going to just go straight to our cooking.
And then
are you going to go first? Are you going to pop that in the oil?
Okay, so just like that.
Let's give it a go.
Okay, and you wait until it's golden brown on the outside.
Yes,
and of course, with the egg, it will then help it to get golden brown.
Yeah, so about 3 minutes per side until it's cooked through.
Observe as my twisty takes its first... Oh, I nearly left it too long. Okay, good.
There we are. That looks good.
Okay, once again, SMS the keyword Clover to 33728. And while we make some more twisties, you take a look at how we made this.
Clover Classic Custard. the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover. Is the cold weather getting you down? Don't get all twisted in a knot. Sugarcoat your day with these delicious Clover Classic Cinnamon Twisties. Pour 1 cup of Clover fresh full cream milk into a bowl. Then add a tablespoon of caster sugar, a sachet of instant yeast, and stir to combine. Next, add 3 cups of cake flour, a teaspoon of salt, 4 tablespoons of Clover butter at room temperature, and 1 egg. Then mix until a dough starts to form. And turn it out onto a clean surface and knead for about 15 minutes. Cover and set aside to double in size before knocking it down. Roll and divide the dough into equal-sized logs. Then twist 2 strands and join the ends. Set aside and leave to double in size for an hour. Shallow fry the twisties until golden and crispy, and drain on kitchen paper. Sprinkle over cinnamon sugar and serve with a big bowl of Clover Classic custard on the side. The perfect treat for a cold night in. Clover Classic Cinnamon Twisties will definitely warm your family's hearts.
Made with love by Clover.
All right, so while ours is frying over there, you can SMS the keyword Clover to 33728. We'll send you the ingredients list as well as a link to the recipe. Look at this. I'm actually getting better at this.
That is so
It's
good.
therapeutic when you roll it on a table and then you get these even pieces like that. You're going to pinch them at the top and then you just allow them to dance around each other. Set the lights, the music. What is that song? It's been playing in my head all morning long. There we go.
There we go.
Look at that.
Perfect.
The twist. Look. You know those barbershop signs? If you do this and you imagine that it was blue and red.
Oh dear, we've lost
like
Cat.
Okay, I'll just pop on wing then.
Right, so
All
I'm going to get these ones out.
Yes.
You can see they're golden, they're cooked through, and you're going to toss them in some cinnamon sugar.
Excellent. Let them
Get
dance
them
around there.
coated.
Careful not to burn yourself.
No, I'm
SMS
used to
Clover
it.
to 33728. May I taste one of these twisties?
Of course, and here's Cat's one.
And
Go, the super size.
that's exactly what happened last time. it turned into twist, not twisty. And of course, we've got a side serving there of Clover
Yes,
Classic Custard,
that's our dipping
vanilla
sauce.
flavor. May I offer you half of my twisty?
thank
There you go.
you.
There we go.
Oh, there
Shall
we go.
just have a go at it?
Dip and twist.
Oh, on that creamy,
Yo.
delicious,
Yum.
smooth note.
Cheers.
We'll take a break. That's good.
Clover Classic Custard, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.